Nicholas Scott Cannon is an American rapper, comedian, actor, and television personality. Before hosting the Nick Cannon Show, Wild and Out, America's Got Talent, Sync Battle Shorties, and The Masked Singer, he started his television career as a youngster on All That. He appeared in the motion pictures Roll Bounce, Love Don't Cost a Thing, and Drumline. Rapper Cannon collaborated with singer R. Kelly on the tune Gigolo off his 2003 self-titled debut album. He portrayed fictitious football player TJ Harper in the 2007 movie Goal 2, Living the Dream. The singles Dime Piece and My Wife were recorded by Cannon in 2006 for the unreleased album stages. Nick Cannon early life. Cannon was born in San Diego, California, on October 8, 1980. He and his biological father both referred to his paternal grandfather as Dad, and he was reared by him for the most part. He was raised in a gang-ridden area of southeast San Diego called the Bay Vista Housing Projects near Lincoln Park. When he was a teenager, Cannon was a member of the street gang Lincoln Park Bloods, but he claimed to have broken away from them after losing a close friend. He participated in track and field and served as president of the African Student Coalition at Monte Vista High School in Spring Valley, where he graduated in 1998. Performing stand-up comedy on his father's local cable public access TV show was Cannon's first big break. Nick Cannon career. As a teenager, Nick Cannon was part of the rap group, the G4 Dope Bomb Squad, opening for artists like Will Smith and 98 Degrees. After signing with Jive Records in 2001, he contributed to the Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius soundtrack. Cannon released his debut album in 2003, featuring the single, Your Pops Don't Like Me, I Really Don't Like This Dude. In 2005, he launched his own label, Can Eyeball Records, planning to release his second album Stages, but it was shelved due to his acting career. He then formed a new label, Incredible Entertainment, in 2009. Cannon experimented with parody in 2010, creating a character called Slick Nick and releasing diss tracks targeting Eminem. He released his debut mixtape Child of the Corn in 2011. In 2013, Nick Cannon began working on his album White People Party Music, featuring artists like Afrojack and Pitbull. He released two mixtapes, The Gospel of Ike Turn Up in 2016, and responded to Eminem with several diss tracks in 2019, including The Invitation, Pray for Him, and The Invitation Cancelled. Cannon created and hosted the MTV improv comedy series Wild and Out in 2005, and hosted various events, including the Nickelodeon Halo Awards and the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. He co-hosted the short-lived Teen Nick series The Nightlife in 2010 and launched Teen Nick Top 10 in 2012, which aired until 2018. Wild and Out was revived in 2013, premiering to record ratings and running for multiple seasons. Cannon also hosted Caught on Camera with Nick Cannon on NBC in 2014. After testing positive for COVID-19 in 2021, he temporarily stepped back from hosting The Masked Singer. Cannon debuted his own syndicated daytime talk show in 2021, but it was cancelled in March 2022 after a brief hiatus due to controversy, with the final episode airing on May 27, 2022. Cannon was America's Got Talent's host from 2009 to 2016. Citing creative disagreements with NBC officials, he declared he will not return for 2017. Following reports that the network was considering dismissing Cannon for his negative comments about NBC in his stand-up, Don't Shoot comedy special on Showtime, the resignation was made. In a statement, Cannon said, I love art and entertainment too much to watch it be ruined by controlling corporations and big business, alluding to Comcast's ownership of NBC. Although it was thought improbable, Cannon might have been sued by NBC for breach of contract because he was theoretically bound by his contract to host America's Got Talent. His resignation was not accepted by NBC officials, who were reportedly crossing their fingers that he would decide to come back. Without incident, Cannon's departure was eventually regarded as final. Tyra Banks, a former presenter of America's Next Top Model, took over as America's Got Talent host in his stead. In 2009, Cannon served as the chairman of Nickelodeon's Teen Nick channel and served as its development and creative consultant after hosting the Teen Nick block. Cannon composed and produced the theme song for the 2012 sketch comedy series Incredible Crew, which featured 6 teens. Cartoon Network Studios, in collaboration with Incredible Entertainment, developed the program. 13 episodes of the show were shown before it was discontinued. He also presented the network's Teen Nick Top 10 Video Countdown show, as was previously noted. A photo of Cannon appeared on the website of Incredible Entertainment on November 30, 2012, along with news that Cannon had inked a contract with NBC Universal to create both scripted and unscripted content for the network. In an attempt to appeal to a younger audience, Cannon was appointed Chief Creative Officer of Radio Shack in December 2015. The firm claims that this position entailed creating Radio Shack exclusive products and curating the in-store experience. The following February, they introduced the Incredible range of consumer audio devices, beginning with the Incredible One wireless headphones. On January 19, 2010, Nick Cannon began hosting a morning show at 92.3 Now FM in New York alongside co-hosts Nikki and Southern Sarah Lee. He left the station on February 17, 2012, due to health issues. Cannon also hosts a weekly chart program called Cannon's Countdown, syndicated by CBS Radio. Currently, he hosts Nick Cannon Mornings at Power 106 in Los Angeles, which replaced Jay Cruz's The Cruz Show in the 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. time slot after Jay Cruz moved to KRRL Real 92.3 for their afternoon drive show. On July 13, 2010, Nick Cannon announced a comedy tour set for fall 2010, starting at the Just for Laughs Festival in Montreal. In early 2011, he recorded his first stand-up comedy special, Mr. Showbiz, at the Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas. The special premiered on Showtime on May 14, 2011, and was released digitally on iTunes on May 16, 2011, with a physical album release following on May 31, 2011. Nick Cannon personal life. In addition to being treated for mild kidney failure on January 4, 2012, Cannon was admitted to the hospital on February 17, 2012, following a pulmonary embolism. He said on March 5, 2012, that lupus nephritis was the cause of his renal issues. In 2020, Cannon earned a Bachelor of Science in Criminology/Administration of Justice from Howard University, with Africana Studies as a minor. Following his appearance as a guest on his podcast Cannon's Class, Cannon supported rapper Kanye West's 2020 presidential candidacy. Nick Cannon relationships and children. In February 2007, Nick Cannon met model Celida Ebanks, and they got engaged with a public proposal in Times Square that May, but they broke off the engagement by October. Cannon married singer-songwriter Mariah Carey on April 30, 2008, at her estate in the Bahamas. They welcomed fraternal twins on April 30, 2011, but separated after 6 years of marriage, with Cannon filing for divorce in December 2014. Their divorce was finalized in 2016. Cannon has 3 children with model Brittany Bell, a son, born February 2017, a daughter, born December 2020, and another son, born September 2022. He also has a son, born June 2021, with model Alyssa Scott, who tragically died from brain cancer at 5 months, and a daughter, born December 2022. Cannon briefly experimented with celibacy in late 2021 during a period of depression following his son's death. With Abby De La Rosa, he has twin sons, born June 2021, and a daughter, born November 2022. Model Brie Tac gave birth to their son in June 2022, and model Anisha Cole gave birth to their daughter in September 2022. Cannon recorded a PSA for Do Something in 2011 urging teenagers to identify a subject they are passionate about and get involved in their communities. Cannon has been the celebrity face of the National Association of Letter Carriers' annual National Food Drive since 2011. The event takes place on the second Saturday in May across the United States. On July 14, 2020, Nick Cannon was fired by Viacom-CBS for making racist and anti-Semitic remarks during an episode of his podcast Cannon's Class with Professor Griff. He endorsed conspiracy theories about Jewish control of finance, claimed that Jews had stolen the identity of black people as the true Hebrews, and cited anti-Semite Louis Farrakhan. Cannon also made black supremacist comments, labeling white people as savages, and suggesting they could only act evil, referencing the pseudoscientific melanin theory. Viacom-CBS terminated its relationship with Cannon due to his promotion of hateful speech and anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. 2 days later, Cannon issued an apology focusing on his anti-Semitic remarks, expressing a commitment to education and demanding ownership of Wild and Out along with an apology from Viacom-CBS. Fox, upon learning of the incident, consulted Cannon and accepted his public apology, allowing him to continue as the host of The Masked Singer. He donated his first paycheck to the Simon Wiesenthal Center. On February 5, 2021, Viacom-CBS announced that Wild and Out would resume production with Cannon as host, acknowledging that he had taken responsibility for his comments and worked to educate himself through discussions with Nick Cannon's net worth. Nick Cannon has $50 million in net worth. Nick Cannon's career has included success in radio, movies, television, and as a producer and entrepreneur. Nick receives about $25 million annually from his many television hosting gigs, most notably, The Masked Singer. It has been alleged that he makes $20 million from The Masked Singer. Nick has a renownedly huge family as well. He has had 12 children with 6 women as of this writing, including twins with singer Mariah Carey and another pair of twins with a separate lady. Even Nick admits that he spends over $3 million annually on his kids. We appreciate your time and interest, and that concludes video about Nick Cannon. I hope you found this Nick Cannon information useful. To ensure you don't miss any more stuff like this one, click the bell button and subscribe to our feed.